What's up YouTube? For tonight's video, we have a full English words Pokemon team. Alright, so this one was a Pokemon that had English, words in their name as such on the screen. This one is for Patreon. If you want your theme team done, you can check it out in the description of the video. Or if you just want like a once-off one, you can check it out there too. There's all sorts of options there. Alright, leave those theme suggestions in the comment section below, people. If you enjoy these videos, give that like button a little bit of love. Doing a double upload tonight for you people. I've got another one up a little bit later after this couple of hours, so really trying to get some lots of consistent uploads for you people. Okay, so this was a pretty cool team. This was against Nacho on my chat. Now, he had a whole team of Survivor, and I was really hyped to see what this would be. Okay, so running a special Snorlax here right off the bat, firing my laser, and Snake Spear is it's gonna be Shakespeare. It's dead. Right, so the first Pokemon is down there, and we have another Survivor coming out here. This was a max speed, max special attack slaking. We've got Hyper Beam on this, Fire Blast, Focus Miss, and Ice Beam with the eject button there to help out Hyper Beam there. Okay, so I'm going to get poisoned by the Survivor. I kind of saw that one coming. They're all like poison type Pokemon. Now, here I could go for yet another Hyper Beam, which I'm going to go for, and it lands, which is nice. This has a crap load of damage to Survivor, but it's very bulky. I'd say it's a special defense bulky set, or max health at least. Now it's going to eat a Moringa Berry, raising its special defense, and it's going to go for the Infestation. So it's a Toxic Infestation set here. I've got the eject button, though, so eject button actually saves me there. I was already trapped into that one using Hyper Beam and on Truant there. So, Magneton's going to come in. This was a physical Magneton. I'm running a Psych Up Swagger Explosion set. I'll get more into that in the next battle, though. For this one, I just went for the Boom to get rid of that bulky Survivor in case it had anything like scummy like Rest or Shed Skin like that. Okay, so buried the second Survivor there. Two of them are down. Now, I've got Haunter. This was a trapping set, Perisong trapping set, also a Destiny Bond set as well. So a very, a very evil, trolly set here. Okay, so we have the Survivor swapping out there. Who knows what will swap in now? What do you know? It's a shiny Survivor. Now, I'm going to go for the Mean Look here, trapping the Survivor in there. So the idea was to Mean Look in the Pokemon, so whatever one it was there. Now, I've also got Perish Song on this set, so I've got the Mean Look on the Switch, which is really nice there. I've got the Perish Song up too. I know that it can carry Crunch, so I was a little bit worried about that too, and Dark Pulse. This is going to be a coil set, so that was perfect there. It was able to I was able to get both of those ones up for free there. Now, the other part of my strategy was I had a Wiki Berry on this for some recovery. Instead of running Everlight, I thought it'd be a little bit better to run that. I've got Substitute on this, so I can throw up the Substitute. This is a max speed, max health set. Okay, so I've got the Substitute up there, but that's cool. That's just going to let the Paris count drop there to 1 there, so Survivor cannot swap. It's it's trapped into there until I swap out of the battle, which I won't be until the very last turn. The Survivor will not be able to swap out either, and also that Dragon Tail is not going to be phasing me out of the battle either because I have the Substitute on. So it was basically a perfect matchup there for me. Lol, that Quick Claw Dragon Tail. It doesn't matter anyway. I'm going to swap out here into, I think I just went back into Slaking to take whatever hit it was. It hadn't taken very much damage there anyway, and I thought that'd be good. Just to tank that, it's got nice base defense, and it takes it rather easily there, and that's going to swap me out. And any Pokemon, like any of the Pokemon that I've got in my team are going to be swapped in. So it turned out to be the Grimer, and the Survivor is going to go down there to the Destiny Bond. So there was a nice little strategy there. The last bit of that strategy was for me to use Destiny Bond. So I could almost take out 2 Pokemon with that set. Sometimes I could get 3 with the Wiki Berry if I was able to get a free setup, but most of the time it was 2. So I was able to do my little Perish Trap combo. Swap it in later, use Destiny Bond there. It worked really, really nicely. Okay, anyway, so we have a bulky Muck here. I've got a max attack, max health Muck here. I've got Everlight up now. I've got getting hit by the Ring Out here. Now, Ring Out is a really cool move. It's a special move. It's based on how much health you have. So the more health you have, the more damage Ring Out will do. So basically, when you fire it off, you want to be firing off on base, the full amount of health there. Since it didn't actually take me out and I'm only on a little bit of health, Ring Out would do very little damage then, so they obviously had to swap out. Here I went to Haunter anyway, in case I went for another normal type move. If it was Specs or something, wasn't too sure. Now I'm going to go for the Destiny Bond on this next Survivor. I was hoping it would carry like Crunch or Dark Pulse or something. However, it's going to use Taunt, so that's going to completely shut down my Haunter set. I can't do anything at all. There's no point me staying to this one. I was like, I may as well use Haunter in the end there. Okay. Well, look at that, guys. Look at those Survivors on the side. Looks hype. Okay, so bringing in my Grimer here. Severus Snake is going to swap out, and we've got No Hands coming in here. Now, I think I went for the Shadow Sneak here, just to finish off this Viper. It was only on a little bit of health there. I knew it would outspeed me. Guys, it lives on like 1 health. Seriously, why is that all what happened? And it's going to finish me off with the Flamethrower, since it actually got my Everlight before, I believe, there with the Suchuuru. Okay, that's down. So bringing in Slaking here, he did take some prior damage, and he's poisoned, but it's all good to go. I just went for Ice Beam here in case Hyper Beam missed, because that would be, that would be rather disastrous there. Then I would have been on Truant, and I would have had to swap if that missed, since it doesn't have 100 accuracy. I didn't really need to fire the laser there. Okay, so this round I'm on Truant. Severus Snake is going to come back in. I wasn't sure what to do. I could swap out or just take the hit. I decided to take the hit and see what it was going to do. It's going to go for the Venom Drench here. So it's a bulky set there, obviously there. And what Venom Drench does, it only works when you're poisoned. So you have to be poisoned for it to work, and it'll drop your stats by +1 on both sides. So it's quite cool. If you can also trap the opponent in, it's very, very good there too. All right, so going for the Ice Beam there. Since I'm Specs, it still does some nice damage there. Also get a crit there as well, which definitely helped. Now, the Viper is going to go for the rest there. I'm guessing it has Shed Skin. Now, this was really, really cool. That's going to go to sleep there. So I was 100% guessing that I had, instead of having rest, sleep, talk, there's no point in that, because I know that it does get Shed Skin. I've used Viper a lot. I know all the moves and sets that it could possibly run. Okay, so swapping that out, going to Mew. Now, this Mew was a real trolley Mew. This was a Dream Eater Mew with Hypnosis. Now, Viper was already asleep here, so I could just go directly for Dream Eater and finish it off in one shot. So that was awesome. I was like, that was perfect. That was just, once again, that was made for my mutants to come in there. So, they're down to 1 Viper there, so things are looking pretty damn good for me at this point in the game, but things did turn around. There is some clutch. Okay, so swapping out Mew there, I didn't really want to risk the Hypnosis missing there, so I just went back into Slaking there. To finish this battle off with a laser. So they're going to go for the Crunch there. I was like, crap, that would have done a fair bit to my Mew. I just tanked that hit there. So here I can go for the Hyper Beam to finish off the Viper. However, it does outspeed me, and that is going to be my Slaking down. Now, Haunter is weak to this, and Mew is weak to this as well. So I was like, I was like wondering if I was be able to outspeed it. So swapping in Haunter anyway, I thought, well, if I outspeed, I can just go for the Perisong there. But it's going to be able to outspeed me with the Crunch there again, and that is Haunter down. So I'm getting outsped at the moment, obviously, there. So I've got 2 more Pokemon left. I've got the Ditto. Now, I swapped into their set. I looked at their set, and they had Crunch, Earthquake. They had Final Gambit. I'm like, guys, I got to do the Final Gambit kill on the opposing Viper. That would be so salty. I was running a Scummy Sash instead of running Choice Scarf, and it came to bite me in the ass there, literally. Go for the Final Gambit here, and obviously Final Gambit is based on the amount of health I have left, and that's going to take me out, but not take the Viper out. So guys, we're down to the Mew versus the Viper. Obviously it's Choice Scarf as well. Alright, so I was a little bit worried here. I really, really needed to hit that Hypnosis first go. Crunch doesn't do too much damage to me there, so I was like, this is a 3-hit KO. Hypnosis misses. I'm like, I'm starting to sweat now. So going for the my next move here, I had to heal off. So I've got Teleport on this. I went for the Z, Psychium Z's Teleport. I also get a defense drop. I'm like, oh crap. So going for the Z Teleport here. What Z Teleport does, it doesn't do anything, but it does heal up your health entirely. So it's really cool. You might be able to make use of that with a couple of Gen 1 Pokemon. Alright, so all my health's back, but I do have that defensive drop, which is going to be really, really bad here. Crunch does over half health there. It was a 2-hit KO. Hypnosis hits. I'm like, oh my god, that was so close. But I wasn't out of the woods yet. I was hoping, I wasn't hoping that Shed Skin would kick in and it would wake up and finish me. But it doesn't. It's going to stay asleep. Here I can go for the Dream Eater and finish off the Viper with the Dream Eater. Man, that was so close. That was such an entertaining battle. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Props to them for using a full Viper team. Man, I love versing teams like this. It's like versing a crazy, whacked out version of myself. All right, so let's get to the next one. This was against Richard on my chat. We have another really fun battle here. Now, as I said, guys, I do have a double upload. I'm not sure if I mentioned that, but we got a double upload. One coming a little bit later too there. All right, so I'm leading with Magneton this time. We've got a Tangela lead here. Now, here I went for the Swagger. This was a Swagger Psych Up Magneton set. It doesn't get the greatest physical moves in the world, but it's me. I want to use it. So it gets Spark there, which I thought would be nice stab. Plus, I can spread some paralysis. I also gave it Explosion, which you saw earlier. Okay, so Tangela's going to go for the Leech Seed there. I was guessing it had things like... I wasn't really sure, like Giga Drain or Leech Seeds, Nesis, Sleep Powder, Knockoff, those sort of moves there. I was thinking, like, I think it was I was guessing it was a bulky defensive set. There, it works very well as that. Okay, so the Stunfisk is going to come in. Unfortunately there, I just psych up, no stat boost there, and that's not going to help me one little bit. I was thinking here I could go for Swagger again, but I thought, nah, it's probably going to go for something like Earth Power, so let's swap into Haunter there, or just a ground type move. I've got Levitate, so that's going to be fine. Now, here I was like, well, Stunfisk is a very bulky Pokemon. It can sometimes be fairly stally, so I could use my my Perish Trapping combo there. Now, guys, get this. A Survivor comes in, right? I use Mean Look on the Survivor. Okay, just to take your mind back to the first battle, right? How is this for deja vu? Using Perish Song again, right? On the Survivor, so we've got the Mean Look and the Perish Song. This is exactly like the first battle. Then it uses Coil. I'm like, what the like, seriously, what are the chances of that working on two Survivors in a row? Both these battles in a row, and on exactly the same sort of set. Man, that was crazy shit, like, seriously. So anyway, throwing up the substitute there, got the Survivor trapped in there. There's nothing to do. However, this one had Crunch instead of Dragon Tail, but similar set and same sort of Pokemon. Man, that freaked me out so much. That was like Illuminati confirmed. Anyway, so the Survivor is down to Perish Count 2. Here I can just throw up another substitute here. Richard was getting a little bit salty at this point in the game. I don't blame him. It's a very scummy set, but very nice at trapping things. Okay. So we got one more round of the Perish Song there. I almost said Destiny Bod. Here I can freely swap out my Haunter and just go into basically anything there. I wasn't sure if he had any other moves beside Crunch, so I went into Magneton just in case he had a Poison type move, and I'm fairly bulky with this one. I'm running a Everlight on it there just so I can go off a Swagger, tank the Swagger there, and psych up there. Alright, so the Survivor is down there, that Deja Vu there. Okay, so we have Wiggly Tough coming out. I love that name, that's cool. So it's going to frisk out my item. It wasn't like obvious anyway. So here I'm going for the Explosion. I thought, bugger, it doesn't have the greatest defense there, and it could be a sweeper, I'm not sure. Oh, I get so close to taking it out there, and Magneton goes down. But I buried my Magneton, but man, it did a lot of health there. I was very, very happy with that. So, being me, I wanted to see what moves this thing had. Swapping in Ditto here. Now, I transformed into it. It had Tri Attack from Gen 1, which is really cool, and I had a bunch of other special moves. I'm pretty sure I had like Thunder and Fire Blast and things like that. So it was a special set. Okay, so the Wigglytuff is going for the Tri Attack. That's crap loads of damage to me, and I can see it's got the Life Orb there. I'm going to go for Tri Attack myself there and take the opposing Wigglytuff out there. I do like that Wigglytuff set. That was cool. Okay, so we've got All About Bass here. So obviously I know this thing does carry Aqua Jet. And I was a little bit worried that the Aqua Jet could be like too obvious. Maybe I should stay in, but I decided to go into Haunted there anyway. I was hoping my Wiki Berry here would activate, and unfortunately it didn't. Does a lot of damage there with the adaptability there, but that's all good. Haunter pretty much served its purpose there. All right, so swapping in Grimer here. This is fairly bulky, so I knew that I could carry just tank whatever move I could, and then go for the Gunk Shot on it. Basculin isn't the most bulkiest Pokemon in the world. All right, so going for Gunk Shot there, and that's just going to demolish Basculin nearly, taking it very close out in one shot. Now I've got Shadow Sneak here. I thought I could go for that, but it's already got Aqua Jet there, so I don't really want to reveal that I've got that. So I thought I could go for the Power Up Punch here and just get an attack boost. Okay, so the Aqua Jet is a 3-hit KO against me. This is a special defensive Grimer there, so it's more bulky in special defense, but it still is fairly bulky in defense there too, with the Everline and max health. Okay, so we have the Stunfisk coming in here. Here I can go for the Ice Punch, but it's going to outspeed me. Ice Punch would have hit that really hard. It's got a little bit more speed than me, taking the Grimer out. And that's down there. Good to see Stunfisk being... I love Stunfisk. It's such a cool Pokemon. All right, so bringing Big Bad Slaking in here. Now, I was thinking I could go for the Hyper Beam or the Ice Beam. I decided to go for the Ice Beam there. They're going to bring in their Tangela, probably expecting something like a physical move like Retaliate, I'm guessing. And I just went for the Ice Beam here and basically fired Ice Beam in Tangela's balls. Oh, sorry, it's a female, never mind. And that's going to be slaking out of there. Can't do anything, so swapping in Ditto here, expecting like a grass type move, maybe Elite Seed or something like that. So I swapped that in to try and get a free swap in, and the Sleep Powder comes my way. So that was really, really good there. So I'm able to see all the moves that Tangela had now. So I had Giga Drain, Leech Seed, had Ancient Power as well. I think I had one other grass type move, and Sleep Powder, of course. Okay, so here we were going for the Giga Drain here. Now, he went for the Ancient Power here, and that's going to take out my Ditto there, and he gets a scummy Ancient Power boost. I'm like, no! And that's my Ditto down there. So I've only got 2 Pokemon left. I've got my Slaking left and one other. Okay, so bringing in the Mew here, which you've already seen. So I was hoping that I could outspeed this before. Maybe it uses like Sleep Power and puts me to sleep and uses like sleep against my own strategy. That would be really salty. But anyway, I do outspeed the Tangela there. It's got like no speed, and that is down. So the last 2 Pokemon was the Scumflame Junior here. Now this is going to go for the Acrobatics. I believe this was an Acrobatics natural gift set with the berry. Obviously, it doesn't get the full power up there from the berry, as it still has that. I just went for the Infestation here. I'm trying to get, I'm trying to trap this in so I can use Hypnosis against it in case, you know, it misses. Of course, like once you see the Hypnosis missing, you know, there's a good chance the opponent can swap out. So that's why I'm running that on that 4. Okay, so it hits first turn, which is really nice. That's good. That's going to be asleep. So here I can go for the Dream Eater, and the Infestation is doing like extra damage there as well, really. So this Mew was max health and max special attack EVs there. So that one-shots it with Dream Eater and gets back all the health that I lost there previously. And that is pretty good. Okay, so the last Pokemon we have is the Stunfisk. Now, I really didn't see much of the Stunfisk, like what it had apart from Earth Power. I know that it's fairly bulky. So here I decided to put it to sleep, and I thought, well, I could finish this off with my Slaking now. I have got Ice Beam on it, and do also have Hyper Beam. So those are pretty strong moves on it. I thought that'd be rather good. All right, so the Stunfisk is asleep there. I'm going to swap my Mew out and go into the Slaking now. I really wanted to try and finish this thing off with Hyper Beam. Okay, so Stunfisk is going to sleep. Not that you can really see its eyes at the moment. It's such a flat Pokemon. So going for the Hyper Beam here, which doesn't miss. And that does a crap load of damage. But Stunfisk is really like super, super bulky there. It could have been an Assault Vest set. I know that it's got amazing health and bulk. But that 4 times weakness is really a thing that lets it down, unfortunately. Anyway, so we have a Z move here. This is going to be the Z Me First on the Stunfisk. Now, this is a very gimmick set, raising the speed of the Stunfisk. That's going to be a +1 in speed there. And that's going to be able to outspeed my Slaking with my max speed and use Discharge there. Unfortunately, that's going to activate my eject button, ejecting my Slaking out of the battle, swapping my Mew back in here. So it's like, this is going to be interesting if I get paralyzed by this thing. Like, what other moves does it have? It's got Discharge and Earth Power, obviously, there. So it's going to do a fair bit of damage to me. I'm going to hit with a Hypnosis again, which was very lucky there. That's going to put the Stunfisk to sleep. Now, I thought that it wouldn't probably have any recovery outside of like Rest or Pain Spit. That's its main recovery there. And they're not so viable either, so I was saving my Slaking there. However, I do take it out with the Dream Eater, and that was a good game. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Some really cool sets on both sides there. Got some good battle at the end, guys, and some bloopers. Enjoy the next upload a little bit later on. Peace.